if we're going to win, it needs to be through a 100% united group. It needs to be a revolution, not a civil war. And that's essential. It cannot be a civil war. A civil war in America would go on for hundreds of years because there's no red or blue states. It's not the same as the 1800s. No. And it would be sneaking over and shooting your neighbor while they're asleep. And that would go on forever. That's an insurrection. And that, you just don't know. It just doesn't work. And that's also why I think we're not willing to do it, because we all know that, like, if we start fighting, what the hell is going to happen? Like, it would be a revolution. To your point, we're uninvadable, right? The same would apply to our own military. They couldn't actually exert a total control over this country. We would go into the woods. It would be Red Dawn, and it would never end. They can't, that's why they need all these satellites and Palantir and AI, because if they have any chance of doing it at all, they're going to need extensive surveillance. They're going to need to utilize this thing. They're going to need to be able to track every transaction you make. They're going to need to say, okay, Shane and Nick are alpha threat because they're social activists and they talk online, and we need to be able to drone strike them if they get too big on their platform. And that's 10 years. That could, and I'm serious. Like, when I say that, like, it depends how bold they get, but I could, it gets to a point where people fall out of fucking apartment buildings in Russia all the time because they sneeze and it gets on Putin's shoe.